Are you frustrated because your belly fat seems stubborn no matter what you try? You are not alone, and today we are going to break this down in a simple, powerful way inspired by Dr. Annette Bosworth. Belly fat is not just about appearance. It is a metabolic signal that something deeper is happening inside your body. When fat gathers around the abdomen, it is often connected to insulin resistance, inflammation, hormonal imbalance, stress, and poor sleep. That means the solution is not simply eating less and moving more. The real goal is to understand what your body is trying to tell you. Visceral fat, the fat surrounding your organs, is more dangerous than the fat under your skin because it increases your risk for diabetes, heart disease, and brain decline. Many people believe they just have bad genetics, but genetics load the gun while lifestyle pulls the trigger. The good news is that your body can change faster than you think once you target the root cause. The first step is awareness. Every time you eat, your hormones respond. Insulin is the main hormone controlling fat storage. When insulin stays high, your body cannot access stored fat for energy. Instead, it keeps storing more, especially in the belly. This happens when meals are frequent, carbohydrates are high, and blood sugar swings up and down all day. You may feel hungry, tired, and crave sugar because your cells are starving while your body is full of fuel. This is not a lack of willpower. It is biology. When you understand this, you stop blaming yourself and start making strategic changes. Think about your last week. How often did you snack? How many processed foods did you eat? How much stress were you under? These factors drive insulin and cortisol, the stress hormone, which tells your body to store fat for survival. Modern life keeps us in survival mode. Your brain does not know the difference between a deadline and a physical threat. The result is fat storage, fatigue, and frustration. Today, we will focus on why belly fat forms, what mistakes most people make, and the simple actions that can reset your metabolism. By the end, you will have a clear plan you can start immediately. Now let's talk about the biggest misconception that keeps people stuck. Most people believe exercise alone will remove belly fat, but if hormones are not balanced, the body will resist change. You cannot outwork a poor metabolic environment. When insulin is high, your body is locked in storage mode. That means even if you burn calories, your body will slow metabolism, increase hunger, and protect fat, especially in the abdomen. This is why many people work harder and see no results. The solution begins in the kitchen, not the gym. The quality and timing of your food matter more than the quantity alone. The first powerful strategy is reducing sugar and refined carbohydrates. These foods spike insulin quickly and keep your body trapped in fat storage. Instead, focus on real whole foods. Protein stabilizes blood sugar, supports muscle, and keeps you full. Healthy fats reduce cravings and help your body access stored fat for fuel. Vegetables provide fiber and nutrients that support gut health and inflammation control. Another key factor is meal timing. Constant snacking keeps insulin elevated all day. Allowing time between meals gives your body the opportunity to lower insulin and burn stored fat. This is why structured eating patterns can be powerful. Start by eliminating unnecessary snacks. Eat until satisfied during meals, then allow your body to rest. Hydration is also essential because dehydration can increase cravings and fatigue. Many people mistake thirst for hunger. When you combine whole foods, balanced macronutrients, and strategic timing, you create an environment where your body can finally release belly fat. This is not about perfection. It is about consistency. Small daily decisions compound over time. Remember, your metabolism is always listening to your habits. When you change the signal, the body responds. Another important reason belly fat accumulates is chronic stress. Cortisol, the stress hormone, prepares your body for survival by increasing blood sugar and promoting fat storage. In short bursts, this is helpful. But when stress is constant, the body never receives the message that it is safe. Many people live in a cycle of deadlines. Financial pressure, poor sleep, and emotional overload. This keeps cortisol elevated and encourages fat storage in the abdominal area. One of the most overlooked strategies for reducing belly fat is stress regulation. This does not mean removing stress completely. It means training your nervous system to recover. Simple practices such as deep breathing, walking outdoors, prayer, meditation, or journaling can shift your body from survival to healing mode. Even 5 minutes daily can begin to change your hormonal environment. Sleep is equally powerful. Poor sleep increases hunger hormones, reduces fat burning, and increases cravings for sugar and processed foods. Aim for consistent sleep and a calming nighttime routine. Reduce screen exposure before bed and create a dark, cool sleeping environment. Another factor is movement throughout the day. Long periods of sitting reduce insulin sensitivity and slow metabolism. You do not need intense workouts every day. Regular walking, stretching, and light activity improve fat burning and energy. When you combine nutrition, stress regulation, sleep, and daily movement, the body begins to trust that it is safe. Safety signals fat loss. Threat signals fat storage. This shift changes everything. Now let's discuss hormones beyond insulin and cortisol. As people age, hormones like estrogen, progesterone, and testosterone change. These shifts influence where fat is stored. For many women, belly fat increases during midlife because of hormonal transitions. For men, declining testosterone can also lead to abdominal fat. The solution is not extreme dieting. Extreme restriction increases stress and slows metabolism. Instead, focus on building metabolic flexibility. This means teaching your body to use both glucose and fat efficiently. Strength training is one of the most effective ways to support this process. Muscle improves insulin sensitivity, increases resting metabolism, and supports hormone balance. Even 2 or 3 sessions per week can make a significant difference. Nutrient density is also critical. Deficiencies in magnesium, vitamin D, and omega-3 fats can increase inflammation and metabolic dysfunction. Sunlight exposure, whole foods, and targeted supplementation when necessary can support balance. Gut health is another hidden factor. An unhealthy gut can increase inflammation, disrupt hormones, and influence cravings. Fermented foods, fiber, and reducing ultra-processed foods can support a healthier microbiome. When these systems improve, belly fat often reduces naturally. The goal is not chasing weight loss but restoring health. When the body heals, fat loss becomes a side effect. Finally, let's bring this together into a simple, practical plan. Start with awareness. Track your habits for 1 week without judgment. Notice your food, sleep, stress, and movement. Then make one change at a time. Begin with reducing sugar and processed foods. Focus on protein, healthy fats, and vegetables. Eliminate snacking and allow time between meals. Improve sleep and manage stress with daily recovery practices. Add walking and strength training gradually. Stay patient because sustainable fat loss is a process. Celebrate small wins and focus on how you feel, not just the scale. Increased energy, mental clarity, and stable mood are signs your metabolism is healing. Remember, your body is not broken. It is adapting to signals. When you send the right signals, the body responds. Belly fat is a message, not a life sentence. With consistency, education, and the right strategy, you can transform your health and confidence. If this message resonated with you, stay committed, take action today, and believe that change is possible because your future health is built by the choices you make starting now. Many people try to lose belly fat by cutting calories and exercising more, yet they feel stuck. The reason is metabolic damage caused by years of blood sugar instability. When insulin stays elevated, the body becomes resistant to its own signals. Cells stop listening, so the pancreas produces even more insulin. This vicious cycle promotes fat storage, inflammation, and fatigue. Inspired by the clinical approach of Dr. Annette Bosworth, the goal is to restore sensitivity so your body can access stored energy. One powerful method is metabolic switching. This means allowing periods where insulin is low enough for fat burning to occur. You do not need extreme fasting, but you do need structure. Begin with 3 balanced meals daily, avoiding snacks unless medically necessary. This gives your hormones time to reset. Over time, some individuals may extend the overnight fasting window to improve flexibility. However, consistency matters more than perfection. Another overlooked factor is the quality of carbohydrates. Not all carbs are equal. Whole vegetables, legumes, and low glycemic fruits behave differently than refined grains and sugar. Fiber slows glucose absorption and feeds beneficial gut bacteria. These microbes produce compounds that reduce inflammation and support fat metabolism. Therefore, focusing on nutrient-dense foods is more effective than strict calorie counting. Another strategy involves protein. Adequate protein protects muscle, stabilizes blood sugar, and increases satiety. Many people underconsume protein at breakfast, leading to cravings later. A protein-rich first meal improves control throughout the day. Healthy fats also play a critical role. They slow digestion, reduce hunger, and provide stable energy. This reduces the need for constant eating. Remember, the goal is hormonal balance, not deprivation. When the body feels nourished, it releases fat more willingly. Hydration is another simple but powerful tool. Even mild dehydration increases fatigue and appetite. Start your day with water and electrolytes if needed. This supports metabolism and reduces unnecessary snacking. Finally, track progress beyond weight. Measure waist circumference, energy, sleep, and mood. These markers often improve before visible fat loss. This builds motivation and confidence. Over weeks, your metabolism begins to heal. The key is patience and trust. Small changes repeated daily rewire your biology. If you stay consistent, the stubborn belly fat that once felt impossible will gradually respond. This is how long-term transformation begins. Next, we will explore how hidden inflammation and toxin exposure also contribute to abdominal weight gain and what you can do to protect your metabolism. Because healing the body requires removing obstacles as well as adding supportive habits. Understanding this deeper layer gives you an advantage that most people never learn. When you combine knowledge with action, results become sustainable. Stay engaged, because the next insights may change the way you view your health. Every step forward signals hope to your nervous system, and hope reduces stress, which further supports fat loss. This positive cycle is powerful. You are not fighting your body, you are working with it. That mindset shift alone can transform your journey. Continue learning, stay curious, and apply these principles in daily life. The more you practice, the easier it becomes. Soon, these choices feel natural. Your metabolism adapts to the environment you create. So create one that promotes resilience, energy, and longevity. This is not about quick fixes, but about building a strong foundation. Over time, that foundation supports every aspect of your health. From brain function to heart strength, the benefits extend far beyond appearance. When you improve metabolic health, you improve life itself. Let this motivate you to take action today, because the future version of you will thank the decisions you start. One of the most overlooked drivers of stubborn belly fat is hidden inflammation inside the body. This inflammation is not always obvious, but it silently disrupts hormones, increases insulin resistance, and signals the body to store fat for protection. Inspired by the clinical perspective of Dr. Annette Bosworth, we must think beyond calories and exercise. The modern environment exposes us to processed foods, environmental toxins, poor sleep, and chronic stress. These factors activate the immune system continuously, leading to a state where the body feels under attack. When this happens, survival mechanisms dominate, and fat storage becomes a protective strategy. Many people notice bloating, fatigue, brain fog, and stubborn weight around the abdomen. This is often a sign of internal inflammation rather than simple overeating. One powerful step is improving food quality. Ultra-processed foods contain additives, seed oils, and refined sugars that promote inflammation. Replacing them with whole, natural foods reduces stress on the body. Colorful vegetables, healthy fats, high-quality protein, herbs, and spices provide antioxidants that calm the immune system. Another important factor is gut health. The gut barrier protects the body from harmful substances. When it becomes damaged, toxins and bacteria enter the bloodstream, triggering inflammation. Supporting gut health with fermented foods, fiber, and reducing processed foods strengthens this barrier. Over time, inflammation decreases and metabolism improves. Another hidden source of inflammation is lack of sunlight and nature. Sunlight supports vitamin D production, which regulates immunity and hormones. Spending time outdoors also lowers stress and improves sleep. Even short daily exposure can make a difference. Movement also plays a powerful role. Regular walking reduces inflammatory markers and improves insulin sensitivity. It does not need to be intense. Consistency matters more. Another overlooked factor is toxin exposure from plastics, pollution, and household chemicals. These disrupt hormones and increase fat storage. Choosing glass containers, natural products, and clean water reduces this burden. Sleep again becomes essential. During deep sleep, the brain clears toxins, repairs cells, and balances hormones. Poor sleep increases inflammation and hunger. Creating a calming nighttime routine helps recovery. Breathing exercises, prayer, or meditation signal safety to the nervous system. This reduces cortisol and supports healing. Emotional health also matters. Unresolved trauma and chronic worry keep the body in defense. Talking to supportive people, journaling, or counseling can release this tension. Remember, fat loss is a reflection of healing. As inflammation decreases, the body naturally releases excess fat. This process may feel slower, but it is sustainable. When you focus on reducing inflammation, energy improves, cravings decrease, and mental clarity returns. The goal is not perfection, but progress. Each supportive choice sends a message of safety to the body. Safety allows fat burning. Threat encourages storage. This shift changes everything. Continue building these habits daily, and your metabolism will respond. In the next part, we will discuss practical meal planning and real-life strategies to make these principles simple and sustainable. Because knowledge without application creates frustration. But when you implement step by step, transformation becomes inevitable. Stay engaged, because the tools ahead will help you take control of your health with confidence. You deserve a body that feels strong, energetic, and resilient. This journey is about reclaiming vitality, not chasing unrealistic standards. As your health improves, your confidence grows, and that confidence spreads into every area of life. Relationships, productivity, and purpose all benefit. So keep going, stay consistent, and trust the process. Your future self is being built today by the choices you repeat daily. That is the power of metabolic healing and long-term transformation. You are capable of more than you think, starting now.